Greetings and welcome to Traveling Espresso YouTube channel. Join me as I head to Shanghai on Lufthansa's new Allegris equipped Airbus A350 in business class. We will start with a short flight from Hamburg to Munich, where I will connect to my next flight to Shanghai. The whole trip will take about 17 hours, including 12 hours in the air from Munich to Shanghai. So, how does the Hamburg airport work? Very simple. There are two terminals, Terminal 1 and Terminal 2. Which terminal you use depends on your airline. The terminals only separates the check-in part. Once you've checked in, dropped off your luggage and received your boarding pass, you can head to the security area. There is only one security checkpoint and it's shared by both terminals. After clearing security, you'll have access to all gates. In my case, I'll first head to the Lufthansa Business Class lounge, which is located near gate A27, just a short walk from the security area. The lounge here is pretty small and mostly filled with business travelers. Most flights out of Hamburg head to Frankfurt, at around 100 departures per week. Munich and London follow next, along with seasonal destinations like Mallorca. As you can see, there is nearly no privacy. People are sitting very close to each other. I would actually argue if it's any better than sitting at a restaurant by the gates. This lounge is what many would call a dry croissant lounge. The food selection is very basic. Some pretzels and cold options, a sad salad bar, but at least some warm dish options are also available. On the drink side, the options are very basic and mostly low cost. This is not a lounge you'd be looking forward to get back. Lufthansa Business Class on continental flights can be quite disappointing. Usually the only real difference from economy is the blocked middle seat. And depending on the aircraft, the legroom can even be identical. But since this flight is only 50 minutes long, I don't really mind it.
And to follow all instructions given by the crew.
This flight took place during Oktoberfest, which is why the menu had a very Bavarian touch. Wiesn is the Bavarian term for meadow and refers to the fairgrounds in Munich where Oktoberfest has been held since 1810. After landing at the Munich airport, I'm taking the mini subway that connects the terminals and headed over to the Terminal L. Our gate today is L13, but since we still have some time before boarding, we'll be stopping by the Senator Lounge in Terminal L to check it out. The Senator Lounge in Terminal L is a huge step up compared to the lounge in Hamburg. The warm wooden interior combined with Danish design element give the space much more cozy and premium atmosphere. Upon entering, there is a luggage locker area, which I find extremely useful for storing bags and moving around more comfortably. Space really makes the difference. The lounge feels far more open, with plenty of seating and noticeably better privacy. When it comes to the food, the selection is similar to the lounge in Hamburg, with only small additions. The Senator Lounge is an upper tier lounge compared to Lufthansa's regular business class lounge. It's unfortunately difficult to notice much of a difference in terms of food and drinks. Overall, the food may not be bad, but for a Senator Lounge I would have expected a wider variety of dishes and a more premium drink selection. Unlike some of the leading business class lounges, such as the Turkish Airlines Business Lounge in Istanbul Airport, there are no made-to-order dining options here. The overall food experience feels closer to a standard catering setup. The same can be said about the amenities and facilities. If you have several hours to spend here, there isn't really much to do besides finding a seat and waiting for your flight. And finally, at last, we are boarding the aircraft.
Hi, herzlich willkommen. You know where to go?
Yes.
Hi, good morning. Do you know where to go?
Kommen Sie durch, guten Abend, herzlich willkommen.
My seat in this flight will be 3K, which is a privacy seat. Lufthansa has a fairly complicated pricing system for its business class seats. There are 5 different seat categories and 4 of them come with an extra charge. I was seated at 3K, which is a privacy seat located right by the window. So, how much does the seat cost? This suite is the most expensive option, costing a whopping €600 on this flight. Next are the extra long bed and extra space seat options, both priced at €230. The privacy seat that I normally got cost €170, but I didn't reserve my seat in advance. Instead, I asked the check-in staff if a window seat was available, and they actually gave it to me for free. The suite seat is possibly the best business class seat on this aircraft, It has a larger console by the window and a privacy door that can be closed for a more secluded experience. As for the privacy seat, I believe it's the best value for the money. Unlike the suite seat, in privacy seat you do not have much open space on your console, so the console top can easily be piled up with your belongings. I am 188 meters tall or 6'2", and as you can see here, I don't have any issues with the legroom. I have more space than I need. Do you have a hanger? In terms of power management, the new Allegris cabin offers supplying both 110-volt AC outlets and 60-watt USB-C ports in all classes. Wireless charging and USB-A ports are also available. Let's take a closer look at the drink selection on this flight. Starting with the champagne, Lufthansa is serving the Alexandre Bonnet Blanc de Noix Extra Brut. It's an unvintage champagne with a 4-star rating on Vivino. And you can get this wine in Germany for around €50 a bottle. Moving on to the white wines. First up is the Heidlinger VDP Riesling 2024 from Germany. It holds a 3.8 Vivino score and priced at €12. Next is the Ken Forrester Petit Chardonnay 2024 from South Africa, which has the lowest rating on the list at 3.4 stars and cost about €10. The final white wine is the 2023 Montgras Aura Reserva Viognier from Chile. With a 3.9 rating, it's actually the cheapest wine on the menu at around €8 per bottle. The red wine selection is noticeably stronger. The standout is the 2016 Telmo Rodriguez Remeyuri Reserva from Spain. It has the highest Vivino score on the list at 4.1 stars, backed by 38,000 ratings. Excluding the champagne, it's also the most expensive bottle here at around €30. Next is the Chateau de Gauville Côte du Rhône Village 2021 from France, rated at 3.7 stars and priced at about €18. Finally, there is the 2022 Montes Alpha Carmenere from Chile, which scores 4 stars with over 38,000 reviews and retails for around €16 a bottle. Overall, the red wine seems to deliver better value. But what do you think? Is this wine list good enough for Lufthansa's brand new cabin experience? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I came to the restroom to change to my pajamas. They also offered a pajama top, which I didn't use it, so I'm using my own. Here is also a quick tour of the restroom. One thing I particularly liked here was actually the pillow mist. had some trouble connecting to the Wi-Fi. After I finally managed to complete the purchase, I still wasn't able to connect it somehow. If you're not flying first class, there is no complimentary Wi-Fi. Business class passengers still have to pay, and the cost for the full flight is 25 euros. The steak was quite interesting. When I saw the steak, I was concerned it was overcooked. But when I cut into it, it looked almost undercooked, which made me worry in the opposite direction. However, it actually tasted fine. Nothing special, but not bad either. Frankly, I actually had a very good sleep and woke up quite refreshed. The breakfast was served a couple of hours prior to the landing, and one thing I particularly enjoyed was the espresso. Obviously it was a capsule, but still. Right before we started to descend, we were given not one, but 2 chocolates. The first one is a custom-made Lindt chocolate for Lufthansa, and the second one is a Haché chocolate from North Germany. So, what do I think about Lufthansa's new business class? Overall, I had a very good experience. This is a massive upgrade over Lufthansa's previous business class cabin, and honestly, the update was long overdue. Starting with the ground experience, the physical check-in process was smooth and efficient. However, the online check-in experience was less impressive. The seat selection process felt unnecessarily complicated, especially considering the pricing. The Senator lounge was okay, but not amazing. They are nowhere near to the lounges like Turkish Airlines in Istanbul, where you have far better food, drinks and entertainment options. Boarding was smooth and priority boarding was handled very well. On the comfort side, the new seats are great. I especially like the cooling feature on the seats. The length was more than sufficient, considering I'm 188 meters tall or 6'2", but the entrance to my privacy seat was narrow. But it didn't bother me much. I also really liked the large entertainment screens and the amount of customizations available. Wi-Fi was a real disappointment. Not only it was not complimentary, even considering the ticket price, but the connection itself was also unreliable. There were hours during the flight where it barely worked at all. On the positive side, the cabin's functionality and cleanliness were excellent. Everything worked perfectly, and the aircraft felt fresh and modern. As for the soft product, the food was okay, not great, but the drink selections was underwhelming. The wine, including the champagne selection, felt below average at this price point. You don't really feel like you're getting a premium value at the area, considering Lufthansa is charging a premium for the tickets. Service was pretty good, everything was served on time, and I've been repeatedly asked for refills. Great job. Staff was in a good mood and very helpful. I need to say this is also a major improvement that I didn't experience in my other Lufthansa flights. So what do you think? Do you agree with my ratings? Drop your comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and also consider subscribing. Also, drop a comment and tell me what would you like to see next. Thank you for watching. Greetings. Is it on? Here to Shanghai, and this is just so complicated. Did you get that?